So frankly, children, if you're watching this video, I don't know what's going to be in your stockings this year, but I would be careful to look in the stockings, because whatever it is may actually bite a finger off if you stick your hand in there. Howdy folks, it's Manic Mark, your real fake outsider artist, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the art villa found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And I'm just here today to wish everyone happy holidays. That's right, happy holidays. And I've got a song, share, tune, an LP, and a painting. It's just wacky how things worked out. Art teacher Frank, this video also was a shout out to art teacher Frank, who sent me this LP that I'm going to share. And I listened to it, and because it's made to be a comedy LP, and this guy, or these two guys, this team, Stan and Doug, have been doing this for a while, I kind of shy away from that kind of stuff, because usually I look for stuff that's funny that wasn't intentionally made to be funny originally. And to be perfectly honest, you know, you butcher or you use a comedic language inflection for one song, that can be cute, but for a whole LP, I don't get it. There's probably a whole history of this that I've completely missed, that I should pay homage to. But again, you know, apologies for being ignorant on this subject. I promised I would share the cover, because the cover on this LP, and I'll put it up on the screen at some point, is incredible. It's incredible. The quality of the cover is just, it's the production value is so low beyond me. And it's a horrible photograph. It's just somebody shot it in the living room with, it's just, when I say it's horrible, it's not only is it just dark and kind of because of the production, it looks kind of grimy, you know, but it's badly composed. The photograph's badly composed. You've got Stan here dressed up like the guy from AC/DC in his schoolboy outfit. And then you've got Doug in a Santa Claus outfit, and they're not even see, here's the thing: there's a tension between the two, because Stan's got this some kind of toy big stuffed doll hanging upside down. Very awkward poses. Like Stan's looking down and the Santa's looking up. They're looking right past one another. So just a couple of other things. On the tree in the background, there are three ornaments right above this action, their arms and this toy, that look cut out and stuck on the tree. But there are no ornaments cut out and stuck on the tree down here. Like what? Did the guy putting this together run out of time? Well, you know, and why even bother? They're way oversized for the tree. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And then the mystery, here's a mystery for you vinyl zombies, atomic zombies out there, is there's a thing down here, a little square thing, and it looks like a woman. First I thought it was like it's got to be some kind of inside gag that they stuck down in there, because it's obviously facing out. I'm thinking it's a 45. Cover of a 45. It looks like a woman with her mouth open and some lettering on it, but it's completely obscured because it's small and it's blurred, you know, out of focus. So I have no idea what that is. And then you've got the back, which I'll put up, which is just a collection of them. You know, obviously they shot a lot of photographs, because there are two of them on the back of the same setup, but this is the best one they could find. You know, that happens. That happens sometimes. You could shoot 100 photographs and none of them will be any good. Especially if you've got Aunt Daisy taking your art for you. I have no idea. So the song I'm going to play is off this Ragnar, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I chose it because none of these songs, to me, again, are humorous. But in Ragnar, they talk about cutting off the nose, and there's like an obscure, brief drug reference, and you can hardly understand what they're saying. And at the end, I had to listen 3 or 4 times, and like his batteries run out. So apparently there's batteries. So it's like kind of like, what are you cutting up Rudolph and you're sewing, putting noses back on? It's flat and there's drugs. So of course, that screamed Manic Mark painting. So in the Manic Mark painting, Ragnar, I decided that, and I'll put this up on the screen, I decided that, what if Santa Claus, just lost it? Because he's got all this power. He's in some kind of secret toy factory supplied with what? I don't know, magic. That's how toys are built. So he's drunk on power and creation, creating these toys. He's drunk on creation, and there's drugs involved somehow. An elf, smuggles some drugs in. It gets in Santa's hot chocolate, and Santa becomes like Dr. Frankenstein, because that's, what they're implying here, cutting off Ragnar's nose and putting it back on, and there's batteries and electricity and drugs and horribleness, and they create this new horrible Ragnar deer from the dark side of science, with, instead of legs, there's these multiple eye stalks, and there's a giant octopus tail coming out of the back, and it's just a horrible mess, and there's no reason for any of it. One antler. It's terrible. It's just a nightmare. What Santa Claus gone crazy. But when you're insane and crazy, you're not thinking straight. So he creates this thing, and you got the elf is like, Ragnar! The elf is crazy elf that brought the drugs in to the North Pole, Santa's castle of gloom and doom and horrible medical science experiments up there in the North Pole.
Oscar, this song about Prancer and Vixen, yeah, sounds mighty fine, but the words need some fixin'. Oh? Though the tune's the same, we've changed old Rudolph's name. To what, pray tell? We call him Ragnar, the flat-nosed reindeer. Had a funny looking snout, so Santa cut his nose off, just to try and smooth it out. And when he sewed his nose on, Santa got it upside down. Now every time the rain falls, poor old Ragnar nearly drowns. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Ragnar, with your nose so flat, won't you tell me where it's at? Then Ragnar took a deep breath, and he looked so very strange. He said, we're out behind the stockyard. Phew, how I wish the wind would change. It'll never get well if you pick it. Oh, now spell on your bells. Beautiful. Ragnar got a Christmas cold, he caught it in his snoot. And every time he blew his nose, he found he blew his mind to boot. A rooty toot toot. Ragnar was a way out reindeer. Ragnar the flat-nosed reindeer, vicious nose would glow instead, but it would never light up, 'cause all his batteries was dead. He burnt himself out at an early age.
We may not have to wait until 2012 for the world to end, when Santa Claus starts dropping these horrible atomic, medical, scientific, nightmarish creations down chimneys this year. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful when you get up in the morning, Christmas Day. Thanks everyone, and happy holidays.